G'day chaps. Now I've got just about a half an hour left, maybe less, 20 minutes, before I'm going to go and watch the movie Logan. So that just came out on Thursday, and I saw that the reviews are pretty much universally good. We haven't been to the cinema for ages, so pretty much booked them straight away. And yeah, I've just been thinking about it. We have just entered what I talked about as being phase 2 of the game. So I mentioned this previously. We've got 15 cloth. We really don't need to break the curtains down. Phase 2, which is the, I guess you call it the consolidation phase. So we're at 59%, but I'm not worried about us anymore. And that's the big difference. We have got the resources we need for the bow, and the best strategy for us at this moment is to stop. Go and harvest that food that we, those animals that we killed. Get everything we can from those, and we create our stockpile here on Rabbit Island. That is how I used to play it when I wasn't very good at the game. I mean, when I was learning how to play the game, when I wasn't, you know, when I didn't think Stalker was too easy, put it that way, which I do now. That's how I would play the game. So being here sort of reminds me of that strategy, and it just fits with where we're at, with that sort of 59% condition, and those animals are down there. We should, because it's interloper, go and take everything, absolutely everything. So their hides, their guts, all the meat. The wolf meat, I'll eat one piece, and then I'll store the rest here in the snow, so we can just eat that over time. But it's still worth getting. It's still calories, and every single calorie in interloper is extremely precious. So I'm not going to bother breaking anything. Having said that, 13 hours of daylight left. Hang on, I can drop. Can't wear 2 gloves, can we? No. And those aren't as good, so I'll drop those here. Just do they break down to leather? Okay, cool. Wearing everything else. What else? Yeah, so we should get some fuel. I'm more interested in getting sticks from outside, to be honest. I can leave all this stuff for later. I'm also going to leave... do we leave calories here? I guess we will. So I'm dropping all of the cattails and this because they pretty much last forever. And we're going to harvest meat, and you should always eat the meat first because it has the lowest calories per weight ratio. So I'm going to focus on sticks and kind of going back to that phase thing of the game. What that means for you as the viewer is that things are going to get slower. So we'll take that from the larder. That's our lunch for today. We're heading out on our jolly holidays to do some harvesting. But no, what I mean is that we can just kind of kick back a little bit. I mean, if we get surprised, we get surprised, and that's it. And we're dead, but expectations are that we can, you know, this is the rest and recovery phase. Short term anyway. Before we head over to Desolation Point for the tools. So I'm collecting all these sticks because we need fuel to start the fire next to the carcass. We probably wouldn't even be able to harvest it properly at taking some condition hits. I'm okay with moving around this area freely because there are rabbits about, so I'm not holding the flare out, for example. I'm almost tempted to kind of scour more of this island because I think we need more fuel, to be honest. Don't need to worry about energy because we're staying close to home base. I'm getting this out just because I hate not having visibility. So we're going to take a little condition hit, but I'm going to keep that to a minimum. I'm going to keep moving. Really just going to get as much fuel as I can, as quickly as I can. Just keeping an eye out for wolves.
Where can I find something to eat?
Alright, so we're up to 21 sticks. That's not enough, so let's head back to the house. I'll break some furniture down. But at 59%, I really don't want to just be losing anything. You know, the whole goal of being here is to get back up to 100, so I'm going to go back in. Yeah, let's leave that. We'll go back in, we'll break some something down. Something that takes maybe an hour. And then should be enough. I don't know, we really want as much as possible. We want to be on the ice as long as possible. And at 12 hours of daylight left. Get 5 from that, 2 hours. 5 from that, 2 hours. 8 from that, 3 hours. That's too long. I don't want to spend that long. 1 hour. Let's do that. Interesting that... What's going on outside? Something just changed. Oh fuck, yeah, I'm not going out in that. Okay, good we stay close to home then. Yeah. With that in mind, we're not going out. Let's get some sleep. Let's just use the time to get condition back. We need to kill time anyway. It was 13 hours of daylight, it's too cold. So let's use it to sleep. We're going to go out on the ice for a while. We're going to be active, so let's get our energy and condition up. Yeah, okay, so fully rested now. Sounds like the weather just calmed down. Let's have a look. 8 hours of daylight left, perfect. No, that's our food store. We're leaving that there to cure. Yeah, that's it, right? What else? We just need fuel. So I'll go collect from the other side of the island. Do we need to take food with us? 500 calories, nah, we should be alright. We'll just use what we cut out of the animals. I might take the wolf first, just to sort of maximise the time between my first and second piece of wolf meat. So what happens, if you're not sure, if you eat wolf meat you get a 1% chance of intestinal parasites, and having those is no joke. I had it, I think, yeah, we did in our last, in our first series. We had intestinal parasites, and I mean it takes 24, no, hang on, 20 days I believe to pass, and the longer it goes the more condition you have sort of permanently taken out of your health. So the weaker you get, basically you have less in your energy bar, so you are actually weaker, you'll die more quickly, you get tired more easily. It's a pretty good simulation really. Alright, so 32 sticks now. It's not too cold. I'll wait till we're on 26, so it's not heavy. I'm just thinking while we're here, let's take everything we can take. I'm not sure if it's dangerous around here or not. Just don't interlope them. I'm getting this out just in case. It looks like the coast is clear. So I'm just going to check this and literally head straight back. Again, not worried about energy at all. It's more about the speed and the temperature. Haha, you see? It was worth looking. Flare, baby. That can be a whole deer and a wolf. That can be a whole deer, rather. and scare a wolf away from a deer and get food enough for days from that. So that's massive. Right, it's not too cold, is it? It's -8. We have 30 whatever sticks, 35 now. Oh fuck you, weather. Now you want to do a storm? Alright, we're heading back to the house. We're going to break down some more. 8 hours of daylight left. We're going to have to let this pass. So we'll head back to the house. And this is what I was saying earlier. This is the kind of gameplay it will be. We're just going to be in and around home. You know, recovering, resting. Staying out of the elements. Because this is what you would do, right? If you needed to recover. I know there might be something down there, by the way, but I don't want to take a look now. Yeah, so all I'm saying is it's a less exciting kind of gameplay, but again, you guys have, a lot of you have said that you want to see everything, so I'm not going to cut bits out. Okay, let's grab that guy. So we can't start a fire in this because we have to do it outside. Alright, so I have a plan. So we can't do the fire outside, and yeah, we can't do much. So I'm going to break down some wood, kill some time. 3 hours is too long. 1 hour. Eh? So 6 hours of daylight left. It looks like the storm hasn't come in, which is a big surprise.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Oh, okay. So it was a false alarm. Cool. I'm just going to get some calories. I really don't want to lose any condition right now. I want to get that jerky, because that'll lose condition quickest. Right, so let's eat that. Right, so now we have enough fuel. The weather seems okay. We're going to head down to one of the fishing huts, set up a fire there. I don't know though, if the weather's really good, we could start a fire right next to one of the carcasses. And by doing that, we're really taking a chance on the weather. If we start a fire in the fishing huts, you know, if the weather changes, it doesn't matter. We can't waste any fuel. So there's a different argument for doing that. And I might do that actually. I think that's, again, taking the no risk approach. I think that's probably the smart move. Now we can afford to run because we've obviously killed this area's native predator. So we are now top dog. Literally. Top dog, get it? I mean, the weather's looking absolutely balmy at the moment. 6 hours of daylight, but I don't know, we could be out here. Let's see what we can get away with. I'm going to harvest as much as I can without starting any fire. Where do I want to start? Where do we want to start? We've got no food, so let's take at least enough for our first meal. It's going to be the wolf meat. So that's what we're going to cook up first. It's not too cold. We don't need to take much of the deer meat at this stage because that's like really long term and that's going to keep. So I think we take, let's take the guts. An hour is quite a long time actually. But again, the weather's really not that bad, so yes, I'm confident that we can start a fire. This weather is looking glorious. So we don't need to worry about
Almost making my head feel
the
thick.
risks of starting the fire here. As in, I'm going to use sticks, I'm not going to burn any books. Let's try and increase our chances. We don't need to rush here. This is the kind of bit of the game where we can just chill out a little bit.
Could eat anything right now.
If the weather doesn't change. So, oh fuck,
Well,
you. That sucks. I kind of wish they just didn't have that mechanic sometimes. Gets a bit boring. But this bit, this is all about the weather, really. Hang on, just have a drink.
come on.
I was just about to cough. I had a sort of tickle in my throat, so stop for a sip of water. It's also, yeah, 32 degrees in this room. So I've got the fan on behind me, but otherwise I'm roasting. So again, alright, I'll not put too much on that. Let's just make sure we're warm enough. Yep, so we're plus 2, 3. Let's cook this wolf meat up first and get that eaten. Again, just stopping the condition loss. That also has a secondary benefit of saving the game for us. Watch. Yep. Because we got a risk of intestinal parasites, we get a convenient little save. Very cool. But that risk is only at 1%, so that's obviously strategic. Now we're going to do our food. What's most important? Guts. Alright, I'm gonna let that fire. No, I'm not. The weather's still good. Very good, actually. So let's stick some more on. And I'm gonna cut this out, like I said, in small chunks. Make sure our fire doesn't go out, make sure the time, make sure the weather doesn't change. Now I'm going to focus on getting the meat out rather than cooking it right now. I'm going to use sticks only, because they're low value.
All I can think about is food.
Did the weather just change? Yep. So that's why we did it in small chunks. So now we're very, 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 very cold. I'm going to run into the hut. I'm going to start another fire in here. So it was all about staying as warm as we could, as long as we could. Getting what we could out of those carcasses while we could do it. Just seizing the opportunity now. Because we're sort of close to this, we planned in advance. Just run in here, start the fire, kill this risk of hypothermia, cook the meat we have,
So cold.
and just stay safe. The hard part is going to be going out and doing anything in this storm now. I don't really want to go back to the house yet. Let's just make sure we warm up. Might not be enough. No, it's not. So, throwing quite a bit on now. Just trying to get the temperature up. So it's -1, yeah, okay. 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. Alright, let's cook up some meat. Oh, just got colder. So we're going to chuck what's going on outside. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh, cooking increased. So we need to harvest this meat soon. It's a 58% condition, so it still cooks up. It gets 50% when you cook it, so it gets up to 100%. It's now 9 degrees in here. It looks like the weather's calmed down a bit. Let's just cook up this other meat while we can. Have this fire going, and then I'm going to check outside to see what temperature it is. Just chuck a bit of water on while we can. Right, it's now officially darkness. Let's have a look. So we're warming up, so just about timing this right. We'll keep that fire going for 47 minutes so I can have a little recce. Let's see what the temperature's like. It says -7. 45 minutes on that. See a wolf up ahead, that sucks. 47. 37, take it. Okay, we're still warm, that's that harvested. What do we have left on Wolfie? We have a hide, we have nearly 5 kilos of meat. I think we take it while we can. I'll drop the meat out here to stop it getting any worse. I'll come back in, stoke this fire up again.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
And that should be giving me a nice big bonus now. Yep. So yeah, fuck it, let's cook something up. Got these mushrooms, may as well have them. Again, that triple benefit. We heat up quicker, get some calories. Yep, let's take that. Okay. Gonna have to end this soon. 2 hours. Still not quite warm enough yet. Let's what else can we do? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to head off shortly. Let's make a bandage. Some more bandages. 20 minutes. Okay, so we're now very warm. So let's just get this to the next save point. There's 2 hours left on that. Let's get this to the next save point, and then we'll call it a night. So it's -9. What's more important? They're both important. What do you want more? Okay. I'll take the meat. That hide is like secondary. Ooh, it just got a lot colder quickly. Yeah. It got cold really quick. Alright, so we've got an hour and a half. That wolf meat's actually not
Can't feel my feet.
bad condition. So I'm going to grab this mouldy stuff and I'm going to cook that up first. Just to stop it losing any condition. Right now it's 42%, so we should get that up to 92%. All this cooking and eating and just hanging around, this is what gets us up to 100% condition. This is what gets our stuff cured as well. This is what gets us the bow. So this game really does have that consolidation stage.
I'm gonna need to eat some.
It's really very important. Okay, so we've got enough water. And just see if we can cook anything else up. So look at that. We've got 3.75 kilos of venison meat cooked. Got all this wolf meat. We're now warm. Let's cook this up too. Let's just cook what we can before we run out of fuel completely. Again, it's just about being efficient. And this means we can go back to the house, we can sleep, we can just bum around. We can also travel out safe, short distances. Okay. Until we're at that magical 100%. So, -13. I'm going to take this wolf pelt. Should do. Even if we lose some condition, it's the smart play. 60, okay, so 53%. Now, just leg it back. Because of the time it takes for that to cure, and the fact that we're not going to come out here again specifically just to harvest that wolf pelt, and just the whole opportunity knocks thing. What is that? Is that wood? They just left wood for me. That's nice. Cool. So again, I think this episode, like the last one, is going to be
Too heavy.
It's not going to be a cliffhanger. It's going to be a nice, relaxed, chilled finish, sort of in the, you know, in the same way as the sort of gameplay has been in this phase of the game is. It's just that sort of chilled, slow pace. But it's nice actually, after the mad excitement of the early game. It is actually nice to get into this stage and, you know, breathe that sigh of relief, and you can start thinking about plans. So back to the plans, we're going to Desolation Point. We don't really need very much at this stage, so it's really all about getting those tools and the arrowheads. And then we want to get back here without taking any condition hit. And yeah, I'm hoping we get some guts cured, because if we could get a line together now, that would just be amazing. Okay, so I'm going to drop these in separate places so I can kind of figure out which one's which. So they're 100% venison, we've got 100% wolf meat. We'll drop the venison there at the back because it's more. Where's it gone? Where the fuck did that go? Are you kidding me? Oh, it's under the floor. That's not very fucking useful. Where's the rest? Yeah. What's 3 pieces that I dropped, right? Motherfucker. Right, I'm not putting it there. Let's drop it here. 1, 2, 3. Is that a rabbit? Okay, they're all visible. And then wolf meat we need to save goes here. So this is our larder. I'll keep it all out in the open, very, very clear. What is what? This is amazing for a reasonably early interloper. This is fantastic. And these we're going to have to take with us and cook. So leave those here. And yes, we need to cook those. Alright. So we have intestinal risk. So let's take venison. 880 calories, that's enough for a 10-hour sleep. I think this is where we end it. It ended up being half an hour. So let's just show you the results of all our hard work. And then we'll call it quits. So have enough calories. And for that 10-hour sleep, 750 calories. Let's do it. We're warm. Everything is good. We're warm, we're fed, and we're sleeping into the good daylight as well. So that was just about perfect. We're at 73% now. And I'm not going to do the starvation thing, because we just don't need to. Oh, I need to remember to drop stuff, don't I? Fuck. I'll drop that slightly back a bit, because then I've got them in sort of separate stages. So we got everything from that, didn't we? That was great. Okay, maple sap, I'm just checking on where they're at. So 83% is the most. We'll be able to craft some snares before we leave then. And also some hooks, some lines. So we've got 2 hooks. Yeah, cool. We can fish, boys. Boys and girls. Excellent. Out fucking standing. Right. I'm going to go. I'm going to have a think about what we do next. You have a think about what we should do next too. You let me know. I'll just save the game right here. Actually, I'm going to eat and then I'm going to save the game. And then we'll continue in the next one. So, taking our cooked venison. Making sure we're not thirsty at all. So just to recap, we have 2 cooked wolf meats, pretty much 100%. 3 kilos, I believe. Cooked venison. Oops, sorry. 1 kilo. 1 kilo. Yep, 3 kilos. We've got that extra kilo there, and then we've got 3 pieces of wolf meat that we need to cook. We have to wait for the guts in there to cure before we can craft anything. 73%, and in our inventory we have very little wood, plenty of tinder, enough matches, painkillers. We've only got 1 ration, we've got emergency stim, clothes, and got the tea. We've got bedroll, can opener, distress pistol, 1 flare, 1 shot on the distress pistol, hacksaw the hammer, 2 sewing kits, 2 whetstones. Quality tools. I'll leave the whetstones here. And the tools as well. Pry bar, 2 hooks, and then leather and whatnot. Cool. Cool. Right. We'll leave it there. Thanks for joining me as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, boys.